Okay, today I'm going to make a couple videos on some of our equipment. These soft wash systems are getting really popular. Those that have run them a lot know the proper usage. If you haven't run a lot, this video is kind of for everybody. Number one is when you're mixing or running this equipment, I'm recommending a face shield in case you get splashback, depending on how high of concentration you're running your SH. Follow the SDS sheet on anything you're using to spray with, and take super precautions. Take a look at our website on what you can mix with SH, sodium hyperchlorite, not sodium hydroxide. Pay super attention to the SDS sheet. Make sure you're not mixing it too strong, and keep an eye on all your fittings and all your couplers. Make sure they're tight. If you have got a problem with it, make sure you're ready to shut it down, right? Also, be careful when you're pouring or mixing into the tank right here. Let's kind of show that. You can come on in here. We got Freddie on camera today. So down here, Freddie. That means you aim. You ever gone gun hunting with your gun?
There we go.
So there's your valve. That is a three-way valve. This valve, there you had to get on it. This valve will tell you whether or not you're running water back to flush your system, or if you're running your bleach. Now this tank has got some warnings on it as well. So take heed of that. We got a bright sun today. It's mid-spring. So that tank is your main mixing tank. Then you've got your battery box. You got your pump. Keep your eye on these fittings. Keep these tight. So those are tight. This is getting ready to ship out, pump out. This one's kind of an extraordinary unit. Light bar. Ooh, it's nice. All these fittings, just check them all the time. You know, especially the one that's holding the gun. Now I'm going to go ahead and pull this out a little bit, so it kind of gives you an idea of what you've got on there. All right, part two of this was what you can't mix with bleach. That's really important. You don't want to make mustard gas. I'm not going to make jokes. This is serious. Okay, according to on our website, you got bleach and vinegar. Never, ever, ever. That's a toxic gas. Bleach and ammonia, that's horrible. So a lot of people assume that you can mix your SH with Dawn. I assume it too, but you got to look on Dawn to see if it's got any ammonia in it. If it's got ammonia, don't mix it. It's a toxic gas, okay? Don't do that. Rubbing alcohol, hydrogen peroxide, or again, vinegar, because vinegar's used in this business a little bit. If you do run that, flush this system out really good. You can also flush the soft wash system out, undo this barb, and let it drain. Now, make sure you're rinsing off whatever you drain, whatever mix you had out in there really good, not to a storm drain. Evaporation's legal, but let it evaporate off and rinse it off if you got a mix you don't like. One other thing I want to cover, follow this arrow on here. Probably get in pretty close. Follow this arrow. That way is your fresh water. This way is your mix. Okay, I'll put it back to fresh water. So again, if you got any questions about what you're mixing, take a time out and do some research. Make sure that whatever additive you're putting in, I know there's roof snot, that's on the market. It's a surfactant that's really friendly with bleach. I've heard that's a great product. You can look that up. I've got guys using that. I do have people using Dawn or Joy, but again, make sure that it doesn't have any ammonia in it. All right, let's cover operation just a little bit. Whenever you do operate this, wear your PPE stuff. I got it on, it's okay. You know, protect your eyes, your lungs, your hands, right? This unit's got 200 feet of hose. It's a full stainless setup. Stainless or plastic, won't be affected by it. Again, make sure all your couplers are tight. Tighten these bad boys down because they get a lot of wear. You don't want to drip this out and get it on a bare hand, or drip it on somebody. Don't get it in your eyes, on your skin. So be really careful with that. It is a plastic gun. We just had a guy over the weekend slamming on some concrete. Can't help that, other than he's going to need a new gun. So I'm going to put that back. Check all these fittings. Make sure they're tight. The pump on here, depending on how much you use it, it's good for 6 months to a year, very most 2 years. With the auto washout, where you flip the valve and wash out the pump, that's mainly for the pump, to get fresh water and rinse that pump out. We're seeing 6 months to a year. Not a very expensive pump. If you need an extra one, let us know. The other feature on this is you can go the Tyvek heavy duty chemical hose. I have mixed feelings about that. It probably will last longer, but I have guys say it's PIA, it's a pain in the butt, PIB, that it's a pain in the butt to get around, but it is heavier duty. This hose is light duty. It is rated to handle the SH mix. But again, keep your eye on all your equipment around this stuff. You don't want to spray bleach whether on somebody's property or on yourself and cause damage, right? So that's really important. So pay extra attention to that, and take care when spraying it. And an operation, make sure you wash it out, and be safe. Sell lots of jobs. Take care. Thanks.